Hey guys, before we get into the video, I just want to share with you guys something real quick. I'm so excited that I'm finally getting a video out to you guys because it's been a long couple months, and I've been wanting to update you guys on what my plans are and what they were before graduating, what they are now since I've moved back home and stuff. So I'm finally excited to share with you guys because it's been a couple months since I've uploaded a video. And yeah, and also just want to say if any of this video parts are confusing, please let me know down in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. Which I'll put my Instagram handle here somewhere. Just let me know so that I can help clarify anything that you guys find confusing. But yeah, please let me know. And yeah, also if you guys have any video requests please let me know down below so I can write them down and have them in the list. But anyways, yeah, I'm so excited to finally be getting a video out to you guys. And so yeah, anyways, let's get into the video. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christy. Welcome if you're new. I am a recent graduate from Oregon State University, and I am someone in my early-ish 20s trying to navigate post-grad life. And so, yeah. Anyways, I graduated from Oregon State University June 11th. Yeah, I was on the quarter system, and so we have 3 quarters during our year, and we don't start until usually don't start until late September, and we finish in June. So that's why, but I graduated so late. Anyways, yeah, the past 4 years have been crazy. I definitely do miss it. And seeing all like the back to school videos and stuff makes me just miss it even more. But anyways, I'm going to share with you guys some updates about what my plans are for this summer, or not this summer, my post-grad life. But anyways, it is September, which is crazy. I'm going to be 23 this month, which is, can't believe it. And also there is a video that I've been meaning to post, but yeah, it's a very lengthy video and it's a large file, I think partly due to how I filmed it. And I've had trouble exporting it because of how large the file is. So once I figure that out, whether it's re-editing it or just finding space to export it, I will upload it, even though it's months late because it is the last couple weeks. It's a vlog of my last couple weeks of school. But for memory's sake, I still want to upload it. So when that time comes, I will upload it. Anyways, let's get into this video of a little life update. And so my life has been crazy. Since before school even finished this past school year has finished, and this entire summer has been crazy. There's been one thing after another, and so honestly, trying to process things throughout school was hard, or finishing school was hard. After graduation, moving back home mid-June, and being with my family, I've struggled navigating post-grad life and processing everything. It's just been busyness, one thing after another, and so yeah. But anyways, so before graduation, obviously people think about what they plan to do after college, and so I started thinking about those things And my plan was, there were different things leading up to this decision, but I ultimately decided to, prior to graduation, my ultimate decision was apply to work in Korea through this program called EPIK, EPIK, and go there for a year. If I end up staying longer, then I'd be down for that. If that was what God's plans for me were, then that I was going to be totally okay with that. And so before graduating, I started applying to teach English in Korea through the program EPIK. I was applying around March, April-ish, and I was applying to start in late August, sometime in September, because that's when their next orientation was for their new teachers. And so I started applying, but at the time, whoever went into Korea entered Korea internationally. I think, however, you were required to quarantine even if you're vaccinated. You're required to quarantine for 2 weeks. And so at the time, I changed my decision. And so I didn't want to pay for quarantine right away, because it was something I would have to pay for out of pocket. And so I decided to stop applying and apply for jobs, or move home and then move home and work for 7 months and go when their next program starts, which was late February of 2022. So yeah, I started applying to jobs that I can do temporarily back home, because I knew I was moving back home first. And so yeah, I was in the process, and there was this one job that I was possibly going to be able to do. And I was going through next steps after I did my application and stuff. But after I moved home, I didn't have a job yet. But one thing that came up was a 6-month program. After I came back home, an idea was brought up to me of doing this 6-month program that I considered doing before college, but at the time before college, when it was brought up an idea to me, I had already got accepted into colleges and had my financial aid package, and I already kind of knew which school I was going to go to, which was Oregon State University. But I didn't do it before college because, one, my financial aid package was a pretty good one, considering being an out-of-state student. And if I deferred a year, I would lose it, and I didn't want to lose it because it wasn't going to be guaranteed that I get that good of a package later. So that was one reason why I didn't defer a year and did college first. But also, I decided to do college first because I felt like I needed it for myself. I'm not a big academics person, but I still wanted to and felt like I needed to go to college because I needed to go out on my own. And so, yeah, I did college first, and I'm so glad I went through the past 4 years of college, because it's helped me so much grow spiritually in my relationship with God, and personally. And by the way, I am Christian, but if you're a part of a different religion, or you're not part of a religion at all, you're still welcome here. All is welcome. But anyways, I went to college, so I didn't do it. But when I was thinking about Korea before college, I kind of forgot about this program. And then after I moved back home, it was brought up to me again, and after like thinking about it and praying about it, right now, or like doing it before going to Korea, just seemed like the right thing to do, because I knew if I pushed it off, I feel like it would have been hard to find or set 6 months of my time aside to do this program. And also, once I do go to Korea, if I ended up staying there longer than just 1 year of teaching, I want to have that open. And so I think it was God worked out in a way where I didn't like moving home. I didn't have a job yet, so I think it worked out in a way that I didn't have a job. Yeah. So once I got home, I thought about it and I decided on the program, on doing it. And an idea was to do it in July, but it just felt too soon at the time. And so I didn't apply for the one in July, and decided on doing the program that started later this month in September and goes until mid-March. And like I said before, the program in Korea that I was thinking of doing, or like was set on, does start late February, which obviously collides. And so for Korea, I still do plan to go in 2022 next year. But I am going to apply when I get back from this program to go next fall. If I decide to go sooner, then that can also be an option. Since I am vaccinated, then I would be able to bypass the quarantine unless something arises where I would have to quarantine. But yeah, with the Korea thing, I won't be going until next year, probably not until the fall. And I stopped the application process for finding a job, because it just didn't seem like something that would work out. Ever since I moved home, like I said earlier too, it's been crazy, one thing after another. And yeah, I start the program later this month, and so it just didn't seem fit to find a job that I would only be doing for a few months. And I would be missing a lot of work anyways because of different things that were going on this summer. So it just didn't work out. But anyways, now saying what the program is, this is something this is my plan for the next 6 months, is to do this program, and it's called YWAM DTS. Finally saying it. If anything before this sounds confusing or gets confusing, please let me know and I will try to explain it better. But anyways, because I am very bad with words. But anyways, I am going to read you guys who YWAM is, first of all, and then what their program DTS is from their website, because it does a way better job of explaining it than me trying to explain it to you. And so yeah, there is also a video that you guys can watch. I'll link it down below, but I'm not going to show it. But anyways, yeah, so YWAM is a global movement. YWAM stands for Youth with a Mission. So Youth with a Mission is a global movement of Christians from many cultures, age groups, and Christian traditions dedicated to serving Jesus throughout the world. also known as YWAM. We unite in a common purpose to know God and to make Him known. Back when we began in 1960, our main focus was to help youth get involved in missions. Today, we still focus on youth, and we also include people of all ages. We currently have tens of thousands of staff called YWAMers from nearly every country, including places like Indonesia, Nepal, Mozambique, and Colombia. So living God's world. So what they do is they're like a family of ministries. That's just the way they describe it. And so it says, we reach out in 180 plus countries throughout 3 main areas: evangelism, training, and mercy ministry. Our ministries cover every sphere of society, including ship-based medical care, performing arts teams, Bible training programs, business coaching, sports ministries, anti-trafficking work, and many more. YWAM functions as a family of ministries rather than a centralized agency. So that's just like a little bit about who YWAM is and what they do. And now I'll share with you guys a little bit about what DTS is, which stands for Discipleship Training School. It says pursue God, be activated. That kind of like be activated. That kind of like explains the 2 parts of this program. So I'll share with you guys. It says respond to your longing for a more intimate relationship with God. The Discipleship Training School, YWAM DTS, gives you an opportunity to discover your passions and your part in God's purposes for the world. It is for those who long to follow Jesus in new ways with a different perspective. So it's like an intensive Christian training. So what is a discipleship training school? The DTS is a 6-month program blending classroom learning, small group activities, personal reflection, practical service, and community living. Most often the training comes in 2 parts: the lecture phase and outreach phase, which when I said pursue God, that was the lecture phase. And to be activated was the outreach phase. So the lecture phase is like learning to know God more. So in the lecture phase, your focus will be on knowing God, His Word, and His world. You will seek transformation, a renewed mind, personal growth. You'll learn not only from teachers, but also from community living and practical training. And then the outreach phase is like kind of applying what you learned in the lecture phase and making God known. So during the outreach phase, your class will break up into teams to serve God out in the world. You will have a chance to discover your abilities as you care for people and share the good news of Jesus. And so that's just kind of what DTS is about. And also, YWAM DTS has over 600 locations. Like, you can apply for DTS at any of the 600 plus locations of YWAM throughout the world. And there are like so many different kinds of DTS. They offer different focuses on specific interests. And not only is it for the youth, but they also have ones for the older generations that are like over 30. They have ones where your whole family can do it, where if you have your own family where you have younger kids, they have programs where you can do it with your whole family as well, which I think is super cool. But yeah, I don't know if I said it before, but DTS has 4 quarters. They have ones that's 6-month programs that start in January, April, July, and September. And I will be doing the one that starts this month. And some of their like DTS programs, they have different focuses, and some of those focuses either only happen once during the year, so it only happens in one of those quarters, or there are some that happen multiple times throughout the year. So you just have to see which one you're interested in and when that program is offered. And the one that I will be doing is offered, I think it's only offered in September. But anyways, yeah, I will be leaving this month and will not be back until mid-March. Yeah, so I won't be going to Korea until next year, or like I'll be going later next year than I was expecting, if that makes sense. Korea is still in the plans, it's just being pushed back a little bit because it collides. But anyways, yeah. So I won't be home for Christmas this year, which will be different. But I know it'll be okay. I've missed Thanksgiving the past 4 years with my family, so that's not that new to me. Just because during college, like my break for Thanksgiving was just really short, and I would have to fly home for Thanksgiving, and like once I fly back, like I would only be at school for like a couple more weeks before I go home for winter break. So I just didn't go home for Thanksgiving and just went home for winter break. So that's not new to me, but it is definitely going to be a little different not being home for Christmas or winter break. And it's also my sister who just started her freshman year of college. Like I won't see her until her freshman year is over, so that will be interesting. Like my other sister, I saw her like halfway through her freshman year, obviously during winter break, and then saw her when she was finished. But this sister won't get to see her until then, so I'm curious how her freshman year is going to go. But I'm sure it'll be great, even though there may be a few challenges. But anyways, yeah, those are my plans. I know I took a while to like get it all out, but yeah, I just struggle with words and kind of tend to explain a lot, and so that's my explanation of how things go, or how things will be going. If any of this seems confusing, please let me know. I'd love to like make it more clear for you. But anyways, that's my life update. It's been a struggle not working, because for someone who loved working and then not working has been rough. Okay, it's not 3 months is like, it's normal that I don't like work for like a month or two, because I would come home for summer break and not work and then go back to school and work. But when you are not working for a couple months and know that you're not like in college, like I had a couple months, like I had like a routine sort of deal where I was home for like a few weeks in winter break, and then a month or two, or like a month and a half, 2 months in the summer, and then go back and start working again. I was on like that schedule, and knowing that I'm not on that schedule anymore, it's made it hard, even though I know I'll be fine. It's hard. I kind of, yeah, in school it kind of helped me stay structured, but it's okay. Now things have been slowly kind of slowing down, because it has been crazy, like I said before, but there's still a lot of things that need to get done before I leave for this program. Oh, also the program that I will be doing, the first 3 months is in Hawaii. Forgot to say that earlier. And then the second half, I am not sure where I will be going, because for the outreach phase, is like 2 to 3 months, and the lecture phase is 3 months. So lecture phase comes first. I'll be in Hawaii for that first part. Second part, Not sure yet. They did tell, with the specific kind of DTS I'm doing, they did tell me countries they've gone to previously, but I don't remember them at the top of my head. So I have no clue where I'm going for that second half of the 6 months. And if I'm allowed to share, I will share. If I'm not allowed to, then I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, I leave in a few weeks, which is crazy. Got some things to figure out before then and stuff, and packing wise. But yeah, the next couple weeks will be crazy, and I have an exciting thing happening that I needed to book for myself next week. And so yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video, and this just explain, I hope this explained well what my post-grad plans for now are. But anyways, yeah, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.